A dark magic plot has been exposed and revealed and has been foiled. And this karmic, they fled the scene because the authorities are now involved. I really get here that some people were arrested or some people were taken in for questioning by the FBI. Alright, this is a very specific read, the world. You will know this is your read because you have been attacked by these people. You see that? Like, it was like saying you need to remember your ancestors, the ways of your ancestors, that you really need to look at your lineage, Taurus, where you come from, who your ancestors are. Yeah, somebody here is trying to message you, trying to call you from a fake phone number, from a Google phone number or something. You also need to watch out for Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, and Gemini. Those are the signs you gotta watch out for. They were in the spiritual realm. It was like they were appearing like they were an emperor, but in actuality, they were always a page. Hello, Taurus. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Starseed Zayat here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. We have a read for you guys, okay? This is a general read, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. Cross-watchers, you are welcome. This message is so timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support, and with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders. Guide us in this read for my Taurus. What messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. So let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. We have the Five of Wands. So it's some type of battle here, Taurus. Some type of conflict. But I do get that this is nearing its end. This could be with a co-worker, or this could be at your job, with family. This could be with a love situation, or this could even be some type of health situation that's been going on. But it's something here about conflict coming to an end, or some type of hardship coming to an end. Page of Pentacles. Let's look at the other cards before I say anything else. Seven of Swords, the Emperor. More information, thank you. The Ten of Swords, the King of Cups, Judgment, diagonal, almost upright, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, what I am saying here is there are people, it's a group of people here, and they are in conflict. They are arguing, fighting amongst each other. The Seven of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is a very specific read, the world. It's a group of people here, and this could even be a coven. This could be like a moon coven, or this could be a coven that they worship, like the fairy people and whatnot, or they made contact with the fae, or some type of other disambiguous entity or group of entities, right? Perhaps these entities do not exist or function in this reality that we can perceive with our known five senses. However, what I see here is you will know this is your read because you have been attacked by these people. You see that? Like, it was like you could have felt like you were always being watched by somebody or several people. Could have just felt like weird things were happening here and there, blockages, weird dreams. Some of you could have had like some strange dreams. I noticed her hair. You could have, like, your hair could have been falling out or something. Yeah, I heard thyroid as well. I heard Hashimoto's. So somebody's thyroid could have all of a sudden started acting up, you know, autoimmune. Like, there could have just been some weird stuff. A really hard menopause, okay? And menopause can happen to women or to men. Like, it doesn't matter. It comes for anyone. But there could have been something weird going on. And Taurus, what I'm getting here is you're nearing the completion of this battle. Because you will know this is your read. Like I said, you will know if this is your read. It may not be your reading, so please do not take this if this is not your reading. Thank you. But it was a coven. It was some type of group that was doing this to you. And what I see here is it's almost this energy of these enemies of yours, known and unknown. They are now fighting amongst each other. And I'm really getting fighting. Like they are hitting each other, jumping each other, attacking each other. These are dark magicians, dark wizards, and they have all turned against each other. Okay, it was an emperor that was involved in this, but this is a false emperor. He, she, they, them. This isn't a true emperor because the Page of Pentacles is there. So there was a shapeshifter here that they were in the spiritual realm. It was like they were appearing like they were an emperor, but in actuality they were always a page. And this individual, there could have been weird stuff where they were showing up in your dreams, or you could have felt strong desires towards this person, strong attraction, strong sexual desires. But it's like this person isn't your type, or this person, it could even be like the gender that they are, like you're not attracted to that gender or something like that. But this was a very heavy spell work, curse, some type of voodoo, some type of incantation that this individual did and put on you. They could have put this on you when you were a baby, when you were a child, or somebody older in your family put it on you because they wanted this person to ruin you. Like I really feel like somebody's parent was working with this emperor, or somebody's grandparent or aunt was working with this false emperor. And behind the scenes, they were talking to each other and plotting and scheming. Just really, really weird. But it's over. So here we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords and the King of Cups. There was some type of water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Judgment is there, so for a lot of you, this could have been a Scorpio. It could have been a Cancer, it could have been Scorpio or Cancer, but it was some type of water sign here that was plotting on how to get near you, but you don't trust any of these people. So, like, I don't know, Taurus, I feel like the plot has been foiled. You know, that's what I'm getting. Like, a dark magic plot has been exposed and revealed and has been foiled, and now it's over. And Judgment, Six of Pentacles, it's like these people are begging for mercy because the spiritual realm is now dragging that ASS really good left and right. Okay, the spiritual realm is dragging these people. These people are being dragged like never before. I mean, they are going through the hell. They are going through an inferno. An inferno. That's what these people going through. They have lost control. That's what I'm getting. Like, they were trying to be some type of handler in your life, Taurus. That's what I'm really getting here. They were trying to project that onto you, that they were going to control some aspect of your life, or always be controlling this aspect of your life. But it's over. They have lost control. They lost the plot. And that's how the cookie crumbles. Whoop-de-doo. You know, now they want to cry and scream like it's a narcissistic, a narc apocalypse. You have this Queen of Wands. This is some type of karmic. And this karmic, they flood the scene because the authorities are now involved. I really get here that some people were arrested, or some people were taken in for questioning by the FBI, by the CIA, by Europol, okay, whoever, you know, wherever you live, right? I feel that some people were taken into questioning, specifically 2 fire signs, possibly a Leo here, and some type of Aries energy. But these people, like, this is just a mess. So one of these individuals wants to invite you over somewhere. Like, they want to reach out, or they have reached out to you with an unknown number. But it's a plot to, like, do something to you. And Spirit is urging real caution. Confirmation, my throat chakra. Like, don't answer the door to any weird people. You know, like, you're not home, turn off all the lights and whatnot. Or if you live in the South, you know, like, get your thing. I cannot show this on camera. The 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Okay. They're trying to send an earth sign or a Gemini to you. Like, this is their last... Yeah, Spirit's saying yes. They want you to get married. Either to a Scorpio, a Libra, or a Taurus like yourself. Taurus, Scorpio, Libra, or Gemini. If they are those signs, it almost feels to me like if you dealt with anybody that's one of those signs, it almost feels to me like this person was sent to you by this group of people that have been plotting on you. And it's like they want to have this person marry you because they want this individual to have a tie to your future abundance, your divine inheritance. The Ace, yeah, Spirit's saying yes. Spirit's saying yes on the Tower there. I don't know if I like this. Why is Taurus getting these hard readings? Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Clarify this. So, Ace of Cups. Somebody's trying to make a love offer here. You also need to watch out for Leo. Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, and Gemini. Those are the signs you gotta watch out for. This is so shady. What is this, Spirit? Clarify this double 8 that we have here, the Ten of Wands and the Empress. They want to put a burden on you. Like who again, this is handler stuff. Because a handler is somebody that's going to decide where you work, you know, what you wear, what you eat, who you get married to. Remember Brittany? And they made her marry Sam Asghari. Okay, Brittany has spoken about this man. She has spoken about it. People have spoken about it. How he, you know, is the A word behind closed doors. But it's because he's a handler. He was hired. He was put. And that's what I get these people are trying to do. Trying to send this Leo, this Gemini or Libra, Scorpio, or a Taurus like yourself to log you down. Have you in this Ten of Wands, the Tower. Oh my goodness. And the Eight of Pentacles. A living hell day in and day out. Spirit's saying remember your power here because you have magic. You have abilities. You're very powerful. Spirit's saying you need to remember your ancestors, the ways of your ancestors, that you really need to look at your lineage, Taurus, where you come from, who your ancestors are, their traditions, and how your ancestors were, you know, terminated. Who terminated them? Who got rid of them? Who forced certain spiritual practices onto them? And how did your ancestors react to that? It's something here because I feel it's a Taurus here that their prayers are not being answered, their prayers are not being heard. And it's because it's a Taurus here that's praying to something that is not associated with their bloodline. We can't just pray to whatever. We can't just be calling to whatever, like they say, God and what, like, we got to be careful with that. There's a lot of truths hidden right in front of our faces. And we got to be very careful what we're calling upon, what we're praying for. You know, even getting prayers from somebody. We have to be very careful when we consent to prayers from somebody. You feel me? Okay, Taurus, there's something here about the herbs. The herbs. That you must start working with the herbs. You must start working with the plants. The land is something here. Spirit saying connect with the nature. That's where you will find your ancestors, and that's where you will find your strength again. The Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Moon, Six of Cups. I almost feel like people betted. They took bets on what you would be able to withstand when it came to black magic. And you have withstood it all. And now it's time for the bets to be paid out and nobody's made money. Which is really disturbing, but, you know, it is what it is. We live in a weird society, right? Good and evil is allowed to be here at the same time. So here we have chocolate. So let's see, what is this chocolate about? Within a few weeks. Cake. And spring. It's a Libra. You really gotta watch out with Libra. You also gotta watch out with Aries. Optical illusion. Fairy tale, optical illusion, telephone. Yeah, somebody here is trying to message you, trying to call you from a fake phone number, from a Google phone number or some ish. They think they're funny, but it's a trap, fishing pole. It's a trap. It's a, you know, like, oh, I want Taurus to take the base, you know, take the bait, you know, like they're scheming, they're plotting, they're like a rat, you know, like they're rubbing their fingers together like, oh, Taurus is going to take the bait now, you know. I call them from this unknown number, this unknown text message BS, like, how have you been, you know, and it's an unknown number and they have no name. Like, this is not going to be everybody's reading, but you were contacted by a Scorpio or a Cancer or some type of Scorpio Cancer energy recently from an unknown number, and they didn't say who that was. They didn't introduce themselves. And Spirit's saying, don't respond to these messages, don't respond to these emails, these phone calls, screenshot it, put it in your folder for evidence, okay? Because everybody's going to be exposed in the end. All this weird stuff and people thinking that they're funny, thinking that they're slick, like, that's going to be exposed. People are going to be arrested. Clarify, Spirit. People are really going to be rotting in a cell somewhere. In a jail cell, a prison cell, airplane. On their way out. Being taken on that airplane to a different prison in a whole different country. Pioneer. Boldness. Energies were getting too bold with their crimes. Or what they were trying to do. Emptiness, moving on, no one home, it's over. This is what I'm saying, it's over. It's over. The read is, this coven thought that you would be defeated by now, but it's over for them. They know they can't defeat you, and like the telepathy and the 5D BS, like all of that is over. It's done, and really soon you're going to meet a Capricorn who is going to be your hubby, who's going to be your wifey. You're going to be married to this person. This individual, you know, Capricorn can be very karmic if they want to. You could have Cap Moon, Cap Rising, but this Capricorn doesn't play these games. This Capricorn will run up on people. You know, like I'm getting, they're one of those Capricorns, like they, you know, they ain't scared of stirring the pot and starting some ish if they have to. But also this Capricorn will, it's either a Capricorn or a Virgo, like, and they're like a bodybuilder, they train, they do something active. Like, this is going to be your husband or your wife. If the person you're seeing now isn't into like that fitness stuff, isn't like an instructor, that may not be the person for you. Like, please be careful, y'all, because individuals out here now, they're scattering like roaches. I mean, like, how? Because they know. So they must have been doing some type of telepathy, because something has shown them or told them that you're not interested or you're not going to fall for any of the BS. They must have done some type of mind reading or some type of telepathy with you, and maybe you shut the door, because these people have all scattered. Like, I'm telling y'all, they have all scattered. It's people here, they done flew out of the country because they know what comes next. I don't know if you reported them to the FBI or you're going to report them all to the FBI. You're going to report them to like law enforcement and whatnot, because they done scatter like roaches. And look, Pioneer, this is the little house on the prairie. Some of these people are about to be living off grid to like avoid the government and whatnot, because it's over. It's over. Like, it's so done and over with. Individuals really thought they were going to get away with this nonsense. Whatever weirdness was going on, it's over. It's so over and done with. Like, y'all, mature man, look at this. And this false person. I really feel like this number 5 and number 8, you got to watch out with Leo and you got to watch out with Taurus. Your own sign, you got to watch out. Like, some of you met another Taurus, but this Taurus is being sent by this group. Or this Leo, like, they're being sent by this coven. I really feel like the only person that you're going to marry is either a Capricorn or a Virgo. I don't know. This won't be everybody's reading. Yeah, poverty. Like, the issue's over. Distant horizons. Now these people done left the country. On the run. Confirmation my throat chakra. I just got some acid reflux. These people done left the country. I'm telling you, journey. Like, they knew. They knew something. Because they all left the country. Yep. Somebody's grandmother could have been involved, or somebody's mother, somebody's sister. I don't know. There's a woman here with black hair, courtship in reverse. Yeah, they know that you're not interested in dating any of these people. This coven was planning on you marrying one of these people. They took bets, like, if you were going to survive the black magic and whatnot, but they also took bets on, like, who you were going to marry. Like, one of these people, the signs that I listed. But now they're saying that you're not going to marry none of these people. You ain't going to give them squat. And I don't know if you reported them to the FBI, you reported them to somebody, or you're going to report them because you don't give an F. Like, whoop-de-doo, you did what you did. Now you got to make that bed and lay in it. You know, like, you don't give. There's a Taurus here that hates everyone. There's a Taurus here that hates everyone. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I think I remember reading that on TikTok. Like, somebody was saying they don't like Taurus, and a Taurus commented, "It's okay, I don't like anybody. So the feeling is mutual," something like that. Like, they were giving Taurus and oh my goodness, that was so funny. That was giving me life everlasting. That comment gave me life everlasting. When I read that, somebody posted on TikTok, they don't like Taurus, and a Taurus commented, "It's okay, I don't like anybody, so the feeling is mutual." I was just like, damn, oh my goodness. Not a single F was given. So yeah, these people on the run, they on the run, it's over for them. Look, their whole family, this is so, like, these people are so stupid. I swear, they're so, like, they're literally so... I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing because their stupidity knows no bounds. Like, all of this stalking and the weird text messages and, you know, the weird email. Like, they really thought that you weren't keeping track of that. They really thought that you weren't going to report ish. That you were just going to sit there and take it. And there's the good kind of taking it, you know, like, ain't nothing wrong with taking it, because sometimes taking it feels real good if it's done the right way. But this ain't the good kind of taking it. Absolutely not. This is horrible. They wanted to do whatever, like, be your handler. F these people, the hell? But they had to, you see, they had to do it in secret, though. They had to be like, oh, I'm going to do it to Taurus. You know, they had to do it behind the scenes because they knew. They knew you would unleash the bull. That you would attack, you would charge forward and stampede. They knew, so they had to do this all in secret, like they were spy kids or something. Like, what the hell? This is psychosis. This is a mental issue that these people have. But that's not an excuse, and they can run, but they can't hide. You know, that's how the cookie crumbles. This official person is after them. There's a detective on this case. Yep. There was a married couple here, or like, there was a couple here. They owe the government a crap ton of money. Anywhere from 30,000 to 100,000, maybe even more than 100,000. And these people trying to escape and live somewhere up in the mountains in Europe or something, in Mexico somewhere, like isolated in some type of tribe or some ish, because they don't want to have to go to court. They don't want to have to be arrested or go to jail, be prosecuted for their crimes, go to prison. That's where they're going to go. They're not going to go to jail. They're going to go to prison once they get caught. They're going to prison. It's a prison sentence. It's not jail. Goodbye and good riddance. A final message, Taurus, and everything's going to change for you. Everything is going to get better and better from here on out. Mark my words. Because the buffoonery and the foolishness, it's over. It really is over. And, you know, like, I just... like, there's only one outcome for these people. Only one. And that's it. So that is your read. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you love and light.